Evening, African family. I hope you're all doing well. I'm coming to you from Johannesburg. Um, we traveled from Durban a few days ago. We came to Joburg on Tuesday um, to attend the Siyaphumelela Conference. Siyaphumelela, as I have said in the post I put up, this is a network concerned with student access and success in South Africa, in South African universities in particular. So we came here from UKZN to make our contribution to the conference and also to network with other key teaching and learning stakeholders in higher education. And as I alluded in my post, I felt I needed to make a video and talk to you about some of the things that we are discussing here, at this conference. So many thoughts, so many thoughts. We've been it's been crazy, man. I feel I'm so tired right now. It's been crazy. We got here on Tuesday and went right to the conference, and we arrived at around 10, 11 a.m. and we went in, and it was all day Tuesday, yesterday, Wednesday, the 26th, all day from around 8 a.m. right through to 5 p.m. Today, again, Thursday, the 27th, the whole day, So yeah, it's been very exhausting, but I've met many interesting people. I've created networks, you know. Um, hey, I'll tell you, your brother is good at that, you know. One of the things, and this is why I was saying we need to refine our skills, Africans. And one of the skills that I know I have, because you need to have some sort of inventory of your skills and know which are the skills that are at the tip top and which ones are further down. So I know that where I really shine is in creating networks. Creating networks, connecting people, and inspiring people to work. You understand? I'm able to communicate vision to people. You understand? So I know that, I've always been, I, I've led pretty much my whole life. I've been in leadership roles throughout my life from different levels. Even when I played football, you know, people wanted me to lead, be the captain or something like that. So it's just, you understand, a recognition of what you are good at. And that's what I meant when I said we need to refine our skills, you know. Um, but you first have to recognize what you're good at, you know. And yeah, you put me in a room with anyone, I will get them wanting to work with me and collaborate with me. And that's what I've been doing here at this conference, networking. So as I said, Siyaphumelela Network, and as you hear in the name, Siyaphumelela, we succeed, from isiZulu. And the main focus of this network is looking into student access and success in higher education. As I mentioned in the post, the post I did previously. I've made some notes here so that I talk about everything I wanted to talk to you about. So this network was established in 2014 here in South Africa, and it had 5 universities that were part of that network at the time. Now in 2024, they've got 20 universities, 20 public universities of the 26 that we have in the country. are part of this network. So pretty much, I've been meeting people all the way from University of Venda to University of Stellenbosch, UCT, you name it. I've been engaging with, DVCs of teaching and learning, professors, whatever, you know. But hey, I fear no one. I fear no one. You understand? When I meet with these people and I talk to them, earlier today I was talking to um, a director from University of Pretoria. They have what they call the um, the pre-university academy, if I'm remembering it correctly, something like that. I think it's PUA, pre-university academy. It's an initiative that they have where they are trying to bridge the gap between that transition period where students go from high school to university, to try and bridge that gap. So they do a lot of preparatory work for the students, to get them prepped for university. So that was an interesting conversation, and the lady who's the director there, that institute, Doctor So and So. I go in. I don't care, doctor, professor. I go in. I went in. I engaged. By the end of the conversation, she was giving me her contact details. She was like, "Talk to me. You understand, Africans? I know where I shine. Find your niche. What is it really that you are absolutely exceptional at?" Because Africans, let me say this to you. Um, this, in this season, this age, in our development as Africans, we need to be looking at excellence in everything that we do. Excellence. Excellence in research, excellence in practice. That's it. I don't want to hear any loser talk. We are going out for the win, Africans. I met this lady. She's from the US. She works a lot in technology and education. There's a great focus on artificial intelligence, or AI. She's my new best friend now. White woman. Look, man. And this is why you gotta understand. You know? Because I saw that there are many ways in which I can collaborate with her. There's a lot I can gain from that to ensure that we benefit here, Africans. You understand? It's that, and that's what I'm saying to you. I'm a strategist. I don't deal in petty things like, oh, she's white, you know. Um, no, I don't deal with none of that. You know, I'm very nuanced in my approach. So it doesn't bother me that she's white. Her mind is what's important to me, and how she thinks, and the value that I see, which I can gain from her. That's simple, Africans. I'm expanding my network, and it's all this the network I'm building. I have it properly structured. I have people who are simply going to be advising me, and then I have the inner circle. You understand? So there are people I'm going to bring into my inner circle, but some people are simply going to give me advice, and those people are going to be from various backgrounds. You understand? As long as they have a certain skill, or something that I need to advance our course, I'm going to capitalize on that. So this is the Siyaphumelela Conference 2024. 10 years after its establishment, started with 5 institutions in the network. Now it's 20 out of the 26 institutions in South Africa. So this initiative was led by SAIDI. SAIDI is the South African Institute for Distance Education. So SAIDI has led this initiative, but they've been working collaboratively with the Department of Higher Education and Training, DHET, and also the different universities, you know. But there's also the Kresge Foundation from the United States of America, which is funding this initiative and has really played a crucial role in the establishment of this initiative. So let me ask you, Africans, because as I'm in this conference, all I'm hearing are praises being sung to Kresge for making this possible. Because when SAIDI was founding this network in 2014, they were funded by Kresge, and Kresge continues to be a key funder of this program or this network. And the conference we've been attending here, Kresge, you understand? And obviously, our government, the state, has some contribution that they make. But in terms of private contribution, Kresge from the United States of America. Africans, are we serious? So I know possibly some of you have no idea about the existence of this thing, and that is exactly my point. How many things are going on that we're not aware of? I mean, our ignorance is gonna kill us. Because all I've been hearing throughout this conference repeatedly is how everyone is grateful to the Kresge Foundation for making this happen. Africans, if we don't fund our initiatives, if we don't put our money where our mouth is, and I'm talking to us as private individuals, I'm talking to us as citizens, just regular African folks. Right now, I am moving away from the conversation about our politicians. Let's put them to the side. You and me, what is our thinking as it relates to Africa's future? Because I just told you this whole thing is about higher education. And there's nothing, I don't know anything else that speaks more to the future than education, especially higher education. So these are things that have crossed my mind as I've been observing the unfolding of this entire program. And I'm thinking, hey, we are playing. Tina? We are playing, guys. And that's why I spoke about artificial intelligence, AI. Hey, Africans, don't sleep on AI. Don't sleep on AI. We, like I said in my post, we don't have any real kind of nuclear capabilities in Africa, whether as an energy source or as a weapon. Now there's AI, and AI, or artificial intelligence, the way it's progressing so fast, my concern is, as I said in my post, I see this as in the same light as I view nuclear, that artificial intelligence is a resource that can be used for various purposes, but it can also be weaponized. Think about it, Africans. If we don't understand AI in any kind of sense, and then other countries, countries that are powerful, America, UK, and all of them, Western nations, develop AI to the point of weaponization. And we don't even understand AI, and we have not even built any models, homegrown models of our own. How do you think we're going to fare in that kind of situation? I'm talking to my peers here, African youth, people in their 20s, 30s, 40s. That's who I'm talking to. Mostly those of us who are working professionals. I'm an instructional and learning designer. I work in higher education, you know, and I'm really thinking about these things that, and I'm as I mentioned, there are some things I'm not going to mention on here, but I am building a team um, with a very specific focus on empowering Africans in different aspects, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's education, whether it's social issues, whether it's food, whatever it is, fitness. I'm putting together a team. And that's why I made a call to say, look, if you think you have something that you can contribute to the development of African people, whatever skills you may have. I mean, at the conference, we had people from different backgrounds, lecturers, academics, teachers, you know, people who work in ICT, the IT infrastructure. They were presenting on some solutions that they have created to assist with student access and success. Creating different platforms. Tech. We need to get into the mode of tech, creating things. Instead of just coming on these platforms, consuming content and all of that, you need to start thinking about how you're going to create your own technological infrastructure, Africans. If we don't do that, hey, we're going to be chowed, eh? We're going to be chowed. So you have different people. You have instructional and learning designers like myself coming through. You saw I showed you I posted a picture of myself doing my presentation. That was yesterday. I did my presentation on scenario-based learning, an innovative approach to teaching and learning, and through the use of technology as well, because I actually had to go and create that thing on a technological platform, a learning management system or LMS. We have to get to being technical Africans. We can't just leave it at the level of talking politics, racism, the history, and all of that. We can't just leave it at that. You got to be technical, and you must be very good at what you do, Africans. You got to be very good at what you do, because that's the only way you're going to win. You have to be able to confidently say, you can put me in a room with the best of the best in the world and I'll be comfortable. I mean, with my presentation, I was presenting to lecturers who are doctors, professors, and so on. And I went there and I presented my thing, and they were impressed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not going there thinking about, oh, it's professors, oh, it's doctors, it's PhDs. I don't care about your PhD. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. Sure, yeah, we respect you. Well, but that's not intimidating me. So I go there and I speak with confidence because I know my craft and I know what I'm talking about. You understand? And I walk them through the process of how I created this particular activity and the data that we collected from that. Now, data is crucial, Africans. Data analytics, learning analytics in higher education, tracking student performance and so on. And this is obviously, data analytics is crucial for everything. If we want to understand any of our problems, we've got to apply data science, so that we can put in place the right interventions for the right outcomes, the outcomes that we are looking for. You got to work with data. So data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, natural language processing, NLP, all of that. We gotta go in there. Analytics, we gotta go in there, Africans. The technical stuff, the back end of the computers, how things are coded, we gotta go in there, Africans. No option. The alternative to that is to continue eternally depending on others to create solutions that we will then try to bring into our context and adapt the best we can to serve our needs. Or we could just do the most sensible thing and create homegrown solutions that will work for us from the very onset. So, Africans, there is no miracle that's going to happen. It's not going to happen by osmosis, this thing. You and I are going to have to work. You and I are going to have to work. Forget DANC, dance, DANC, coalition, whatever, GN. There's work to do, Africans. We gotta work. So I'm telling you. So if you don't really know how you should be contributing, I have an initiative. Talk to me. You know, if you know yourself that, look, I'm not a leader or anything, but I need some kind of direction, I'm here. Talk to me. Talk to me, Africans. Tell me what you can do, what you can contribute, and I will bring it in, into my vision and my plan, and I will help you execute where you are. You understand? If you're thinking, hey, but how can I contribute and all of that? Don't worry. Your brother got you. I'm here for you. But Africans, let's work. Let's stop playing. I'm talking to the African youth, my peers, 20s, 30s, 40s. Work, Africans. We gotta work. I don't know the last time I had a proper night's sleep because I'm always thinking. Why? Because there are always new advances coming through in AI. Artificial intelligence. Now you can generate images using artificial intelligence. I've created countless images using artificial intelligence, which you can use in many different ways for content creation or whatever. I am actually working on a comic series, an African-centered comic series, and I'm using AI to generate the images and all of those things. Also using AI to help me conceptualize the story and ground it and make sure that it's grounded in who we are and our history and our aspirations. Telling African stories. If we don't do it, Africans, no one else is going to do it. My peers, hey, vugani vo. Hey, anyway, I mentioned how the Siyaphumelela network deals a lot with data. Everything is data driven. We have data driven practices. So everyone was presenting at this conference was showing how what they're talking about relates to actual data. Actual data that has been gathered from students, either through surveys, feedback, or either through observing their activities in the digital environments of the university. You understand? Data. Like I said, many people, academics, lecturers, people from IT, instructional learning designers, student support services, psychological support, social support, and so on. You understand? All these different people, these different stakeholders have come together to discuss student access and success. and all the different initiatives that are being put in place to assist. Now, get this, the data, the data confirms African students need the most support. That's it. Fact. So they have this system where they grade students according to the kind of schools that they went to. Quintile, they call it the quintile system. So quintile 1 to 5. So quintile 1 to 3 are those schools that are the most, underprivileged, like under-resourced. Quintile 1 to 3. Those are the schools you typically found in the villages of the townships. Don't have a lot of resources, not a lot of exposure to many things, many struggles there. And those students, when they graduate and now they have to go to university and things like that, it's hectic. It's hectic for them to adapt to this new environment. And they are oftentimes ill prepared for the university environment. And there's also the economic aspect. They come from backgrounds where they are not very well resourced. And so there's a lot of talk around that we need to make sure we support our students holistically. Make sure the students are well fed, make sure the students have accommodation, make sure the mental wellness of the students is intact, make sure academically the students are set and they are progressing as they should. Because realistically, when the students graduate from high school and they get to university, they don't have the skills. They don't have the critical thinking. They don't have the writing skills. They are ill-equipped for university. And so we have to think about all these programs of how we can assist them, get to the level that they need to get to. So Africans, I just thought, let me share some insights. Today was day 3, I believe, from Tuesday. Tomorrow is the last day of the conference. And, excuse me. We're heading back to Durban tomorrow. But this has been quite an experience, And I've met many incredible people, made incredible networks. But I'm saying to you, beloved family, please, if you are hearing this message, let's come together and work. I am a worker. I don't believe in simply existing in the realm of ideologies and ideas and all of that stuff. I like to bring it down to the level of application. What are we saying? I was telling that lady who's the director of that institute in UP, the pre-university academy. I told her about the program I want to do back home, for the children who are in crash, grade 1 and so on, where they are learning the basic skills. Because, my mother is a great teacher. She's retired now, but she's a great teacher. She's incredible at teaching children basic skills, literacy and numeracy, So I'm working with her to create a program that is well structured, for the children back home. So I told these people about this and they were like, yo, you're thinking about things like this. How can we support you? And that's where it's at, Africans. There is nothing that is coming to us. There's nothing that is going to be given to us by anyone. We are going to have to push ourselves. We're going to have to create, build, and to ensure that we secure our future and our children's future. We are living in a time now where there's great geopolitical tension all over the world. There's a contest of power to determine who is going to emerge as the global superpower of this age. Africans, it's a critical time. It's a sensitive time. My question to you is, when the dust settles, when we come into this new world order, where are you going to be, Africans, Mar? What position are you going to be in? See, this thing, if you have not equipped yourself, if you have not refined yourself, if you have not worked on developing yourself so that you become strong and you can conversate on the global stage with others as an equal, if you have not developed yourself to that point, you are playing. There's nothing, forget about it. You understand? You're just going to keep crying about how everything is unfair and all of that. But you're never going to be taken serious anyway. So we need to graduate, Africans. We need to graduate from where we are to go to the level where, I mean, look, we need to have that confidence in ourselves. But we need to build it. You build confidence by becoming good at what you do and knowing what you're talking about. That's why I could go into that room to do my presentation in front of all those doctors, professors, white, black, from America, from South Africa, from different places, and I could put my point across confidently because I know what I'm talking about. So that's it, Africans. Confidence. You gotta go out. We gotta go out and grab it. We gotta grab it. We gotta take our rightful position in the world. Nothing is going to be given. That is my message to you, Africans. For those of you who are ready to work, talk to me. Holla at your brother. Let's work, Africans. Do you know what I do on weekends? Work. On weekends, I'm working on my initiatives, my own personal initiatives and my passion projects. During the week, I am going to work every day. Africans, we must work. African men, brothers, if all you're doing on the weekend is drinking, you are playing. See, especially African men, hey, we gotta have that conversation, brothers. Hey, stop playing, bafethu. Hey, siyadlala. Hey, rikotamba badi. Hey, rikotamba. Brothers, brothers, I am so ashamed that I am a man and, my continent, my country, you understand, we are so vulnerable, we are exposed. No, brothers, we gotta stand up. Gotta stand up. Brothers, I don't care what your feminist brains are telling you. It's up to you and me to protect our territory, defend and secure our interests. I don't care who is saying what. Even if our women are saying no, what, equality, we don't care. We are going to defend our territory, we're going to secure our interests. That's it. If we move in that way, we're going to get respect from our women. Come on, brothers. Calling you out. This is unacceptable. We cannot allow ourselves to keep being plundered. Even in 2024, other people plundering our resources and benefiting from them, and we get nothing. And we are fine with that. No. Brothers. Come on now. So come through, brothers. At Ubuntu Awakening, we have Ubuntu Brotherhood, we have Ubuntu Sisterhood. I'm in the brotherhood. Ubuntu brothers, I'm with you over there. We need to hold each other accountable. You understand? We need to work, we need to build, we need to secure. If you think what I'm saying is backward or is wrong, whatever, it's fine. I'm talking to those who understand what needs to be done. Brothers, come through. Talk to me, brothers. None of this silent stuff. Talk to me. There's work to do. We got work to do, brothers. We got work to do. Anyway, these are my initial reflections. Maybe tomorrow after, when I return back to Durban, I might share a few more thoughts, but this is what really has been burning in my soul. That, Africans, we need to wake up. Vukani bo. Vuani. Vathu. MaAfrika, nidovuwa lini? Wake up. Brothers, sisters, let's wake up and do the work. Peace, love, blessings to all of you. Please reflect on these things and holler at me. If you have some plan of your own, we can collaborate. If you don't have a plan, come join me. Let's work. Let's join hands. Let's work and let's progress ourselves. No one is going to do anything for us. Forget about that. Nothing is coming from nowhere. Anything that comes from anywhere else is going to have certain interests attached to it that we are going to have to consider. Anyone funds you, you must know there's going to be some expectation. So we really need to think about these Africans. Peace.